Hello everybody, RexTempus Time Traveler here, playing Back to the Future the game, episode 4, Double Visions. This is the third episode of that, but well, I don't even know which episode as far as the total series this is, like somewhere in the high 20s or 30s. Anyway, the future became really horrible. I've come back here to try and convince young Emmett Brown.
Michael!
Yeah.
You do show up at the oddest moments. Where have you been hiding?
In 1986 in the dystopia, why not?
Oh, you know, here and there, you're a little hard to pin down yourself. I went looking for you last night, but...
I believe I was off entertaining a beautiful lady. You know, I never really got a chance to thank you.
Well, I'm sure you would have escaped Kid on your own.
Kid? Oh, sure, I'm grateful for that, but no, I'm talking about Edna. It's funny to think of now, but until that crisis, I actually thought Edna and I disliked one another. Imagine.
Yeah, trust that first girls aren't everything. Forget girls aren't everything.
Yeah, well, girls are great and all, but don't get carried away. The thing is, you shouldn't let Edna distract you from, you know, the business at hand. Finishing your project for the expo and going to see Frankenstein.
Oh, sure. I'm far too busy for movies these days.
But,
And as for my project, it's practically done.
the rocket car?
The rocket car? Boy, are you out of date. I've junked the rocket car.
But...
more trouble than it's worth. I'll never figure out a propulsion system that does what I want it to do. And besides, its social utility is practically non-existent.
Social utility? Don't go. You just need an epiphany is all.
You'll figure it out, Emmett. You only need a bolt of inspiration, that's all. Maybe if you went to
The mental alignment meter is a much more worthy project.
the what?
It was Edna's idea, and she's really been cracking the whip to get me to complete it in time for the expo.
Emmett, I'm a little confused here.
You've only had one day. It's only been one day. What's going on? It's only been. What's going on? Yeah.
What day is it?
Why, it's opening day. The opening day of the expo. Which
whoops.
reminds me, I'd better skedaddle back to the lab. If Edna catches me dawdling, there'll be heck to pay. Catch you around, Corleone.
October 12th. Doc?
That means we're about 2 months too late, unfortunately. Something's going on with the time circuits. Obviously, let's see. Being this close to him is really kind of distracting, but I feel like we gotta go find Doc and see if we can talk to him about this situation and what's going on.
Come to think of it, it is a bit brisk for August.
Oh, we're 2 months late. The expo's about to start and teenage you is already in over his head with Edna.
I always did have a tendency to plunge into things.
Let's plunge into the DeLorean and get to the right date.
No, it's far too risky. Remember how I was late picking you up in '86?
Yeah?
That should have been a tip-off. Something is horribly wrong with the time circuits, and the problem appears to be getting worse. If we try to jump now, we could find ourselves stranded in the Cenozoic age. Or worse, the Mesozoic.
Then we're stuck?
For the time being, I'll look into the problem and see what I can do. In the meantime, you can go to work on the other problem.
Right. I'll go to the lab and see if I can talk teenage you out of...
Impossible. If young me is already as infatuated as you say, you're not going to be able to talk him out of anything. Believe me, I remember. Better to focus on the more clear-headed half of the couple.
Edna? Where can I find her?
Where do you think? I'll drive. The DeLorean should still function adequately as a means of conveyance in the first 3 dimensions.
So, yeah, I can still drive it around or possibly fly it. Actually, I don't know if it'll fly anymore. Cars of the future. I've got one. Alright. Oh, it's at the high school, of course. Hill Valley of the past and of the future. This guy from...
You were right. There she is.
Speakeasy.
My soon-to-be ex-future wife is nothing if not predictable.
And there's my
Do I
grandparents.
really have to talk to her? I mean, couldn't I just hang out until you fix the time circuits and...
Grandfather. Oh!
I'll talk to her.
Yeah, that could be a while.
You better get the DeLorean out of sight before someone...
Hey, you! Quit blocking the drive! All Car of the Future contestants need to report to the North Tent.
Might as well.
Why not? Good luck!
Okay, so let's see. The DeLorean, can we check that out?
I shouldn't go anywhere until I've talked to Edna.
Yeah, probably not. Alright, so let's guess Doc is here if I need to talk to him. Arthur and Edna. Let's talk to Arthur first, because I like him more.
Hey, Artie.
Officer!
Officer,
Right. Don't blow your cover.
will you please keep your mind on the task at hand?
Can't talk right now.
Alright, so let's talk to Edna then.
Spell it Brown. It's not exactly an obscure name.
I still don't see it on the list. I'm sorry.
Oh, for the love... Let me try this one more time. This is the Hill Valley Science Expo, right?
First annual.
Indeed. The purpose of our fair is to showcase cutting-edge technology.
That's right. And to burnish Hill Valley's reputation as a forward-thinking community.
And
Okay.
yet, you want to exclude the maker of the most revolutionary breakthrough of all.
It's not that I want to, but... Oh, dear.
Mr. Corleone! You do pop up at the oddest times. What are you doing here?
Prevented from thwarting your crazy schemes? Probably they're not even going to let me say any of them, but sure, why
I
not?
need to...
Whatever it is, I hope you don't have to deal with Mr. Stonewall here. His sole function seems to be preventing people from accomplishing their business. Honestly, with him keeping the books, it's a wonder the Tannen gang got as far as they did. Have you seen Emmett?
No.
No.
Then you've heard all about his big breakthrough, the mental alignment meter. Isn't it exciting? And to think
No.
he didn't even realize the import of his discovery until I pointed it out to him. I've never known anyone like him, so oblivious to his own potential.
I kind of wanted to talk to you about Emmett and his potential.
Funny, I didn't spot it myself at first. In fact, for the longest time, I'd thought I didn't even like him.
Yeah.
I feel like she doesn't like him, but potentially what attracts you to him?
I don't get it. I mean, Emmett's nice and all, but he's not exactly the kind of guy that has girls swarming all over him.
Well, I'm not your average girl.
Yeah, but...
I appreciate your concerns, Mr. Corleone, but I can take care of myself. I know what I'm looking for in a man, and it so happens Emmett fits the bill to a T.
Poor
That's
Emmett.
Emmett Brown. Rhymes with clown, which I'm beginning to think you are.
Just a simple mix-up, I'm sure.
I've no doubt of that.
How about this guy? Whose name is Guy?
Hey, excuse me.
Yeah?
When does the expo
Not till
open?
tonight. Anybody without official business here, please get off the grounds! You got official business here?
Yeah.
Well, stay out of the way of the workers. You look familiar. Do I know you?
Nope.
Nope.
Alright, so he's not going to let me in. Edna's probably not. Arthur's probably not. Anything else around here? Let's try her one more time.
Ahem. You said that Emmett fits your bill of requirements for a man.
Yes?
What would that list be exactly?
You'd make a good reporter, Mr. Corleone, you know that? Well, his physical appearance for one thing. Emmett may not be Clark Gable, but he cleans up surprisingly well. I gave him my grandfather's white suit to wear at the expo. Oh, you should see him in it. He looks positively radiant.
Looks good in a suit. Got it.
And he's completely devoted to me. That's important. I've got no time or tolerance for playboys.
Faithful as a Labrador. Check.
Thirdly, and most important,
Yes?
well, his mind, of course. It's brilliant, and it's virtuous through and through. His own mind map shows him to be a model citizen.
Good brain. I see. And if it turned out that you were mistaken about any of these qualities,
Say, what's your game?
just curious, just trying to understand the female mind.
Well, understand this. I'm not some faint-hearted girl who'd run away at the first hint of trouble. I've made a big investment in Emmett. Not money, but I've sunk all my ambitions into him. I'd have to be thoroughly disillusioned before I'd call it quits with Emmett. Got it?
Uh-huh.
Now, Mr. Cub Reporter, is there anything else?
So sure you don't know Emmett like I do. Is good Emmett settling down. What's a mental alignment
What the heck is this
meter?
mental alignment meter of Emmett's?
Oh, it's an absolutely revolutionary invention! Measures a person's affinities, what he's attracted to, what he's repulsed by, that sort of thing.
Interesting. And it really works?
Well, of course! What's the point of inventing something that doesn't work? Or, anyway, it works well enough for my purposes.
He's a chick magnet?
Rather hard for me to picture Emmett as a chick magnet.
Chick magnet?
A guy who gets the girls, motors running.
Motors?
Who makes them, you know.
You mean a chic?
Yeah.
Well, it's a matter of taste, I suppose, but when he's properly pomaded and decked out in my grandfather's white suit, Emmett just glows. Makes my heart flutter a bit just to picture him.
So I feel like we gotta do things like mess him up and make him look unfaithful.
You say you know Emmett is a model citizen, but you don't know him as well as I do. Did you know he once cheated some Libyans out of plutonium?
Plutonium? What would Libyans want with plutonium? I'm sure he had a very good reason. Emmett's mind map demonstrates conclusively his brain is oriented toward virtue.
He stole a train?
This one time, to power one of his science experiments, Emmett hijacked a train.
Please, there hasn't been a train hijacking in Hill Valley since the days of Mad Dog Tannen.
Oh, yeah. My vice principal hates him?
Emmett's done a lot of shady things in his time. My vice principal warned me to stay away from him.
Your vice principal sounds like a dolt.
Yeah, he is. It's good he's
Did you
settling
say
down?
Emmett only has eyes for you?
Absolutely. It's almost embarrassing how devoted he is to me.
Well, it's good to hear he's finally settling down.
Yes. Settling down?
Ready to stop playing the field, as it were.
Playing the... Oh, you're joking.
Now he's a heartbreaker.
But I can't help feeling sorry for him.
Who?
All of Emmett's other girls, now that he's with you.
Please, I think I know Emmett by now. There are no other girls.
Little black book?
I wonder what's going to happen to Emmett's little black book.
Little black book?
Oh, it's legendary. That's what enabled Emmett to become the, Valentino of Hill Valley High. Gee, I wonder if he'd let me have it.
You must think I'm pretty gullible, Mr. Corleone.
Alright, so I think I've gotten all I'm gonna get out of her.
That's all the questions I got.
Very well, then.
Trixie.
Hey, Artie. You seen my Oriole?
You mean this?
Yeah, thanks.
That actually has a name.
She gets to come and go freely, and I'm forced to wait. I love it.
Convince Edna that Emma's cheating on her. Yeah,
Hey,
I
Artie.
figured.
Can't talk right now.
Okay, so I guess let's did this open up anything new with Edna? Let's see.
Ahem.
Back again, Mr. Corleone? What can I help you with?
I was thinking,
What's Trixie doing here?
what's Trixie Trotter doing in that outfit?
What's she doing here at all? That's the question. Women of that sort are generally found outside cheap hotels, not science expos.
Alright, so that's all.
That's all the questions I got.
Very well, then. How about you? Have you got any questions for me?
No.
Then kindly let me pass.
I'm afraid I can't until I've located your registration form.
Oh, this is absurd!
Can I talk to him again? Will he give me anything new? Oh,
Yeah?
there's Trixie.
When does the expo
Not till
open?
tonight. Anybody without official business here, please get off the grounds.
Alright, so let's go talk to Trixie. In her, I don't know, future
To
outfit.
all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who... Oh, hiya, kid. Say, aren't you the fellow who...
Got you to turn on Kid Tannen? You bet.
You look younger without your mustache. That was a dirty trick, you know, making me think Kid had gone and iced Artie.
I'm sorry, but it was the only way I could...
Forget about it. I'm trying to. Yesterday's in the past. That's my motto. You gotta live for today.
Right.
So what are you doing down here anyway? Do you wish to pull the levers that control the future? At the expo, silly. Technology for a better tomorrow, and all that.
Oh, yeah, that's actually why I'm here.
What are you doing?
So, who are you supposed to be?
Don't you know your Homer? I am Techne, Muse of Progress. You can tell by the lightning bolts.
Must have slept through that class.
I'm supposed to be a goddess like. I'm the one who inspires all the great men who make the discoveries. And women too. Leave us not forget Madame Curie.
I never would. So, you work for the expo?
Yeah, ain't it a kick? I greet all the important guests, and on the final day, I get to bestow the golden sundial on the winning contestant.
Got a nice gig here.
Techne, Muse of Progress. Not a bad gig.
Artie got it for me. It's my entree into respectability.
Artie works here?
So, Artie's working for the expo too, huh?
Oh, Artie's doing swell. The papers made a big deal of him testifying against Kid. People have been beating down his door ever since the trial. The expo's darn lucky they could get him.
What does he do here?
What's Artie's job?
Oh, he's a real high muckety-muck at the expo. He's in charge of all the money, and the hiring and firing.
Hey, not bad.
You're telling me, and super respectable, too. It's a real relief for him to have a job where the boss never pulls a gun on him.
I'm glad you two are happy.
It's good to see that you and Artie are both doing okay.
We're more than okay. And if things keep going the way they're going, we may be more than just friends before you know it.
Well, don't get too serious too fast.
Nah, we're keeping things casual, for now.
Good. I'm sure Grandma will appreciate that.
I still think that's Marty's grandma. How's Kid?
How's Kid's trial going?
Slowly. You know what they say. The wheels of justice grind slowly, but infinitely fine.
Except in Hill Valley, where they don't move at all.
What?
Nothing. It's just, something I heard once. So no regrets about turning him in?
None at all. I should have known better than to take up with him in the first place. But what can I say? I was dumb. I let myself get taken in by his charm.
Charm?
Must have missed that. Story on this expo. What's this?
Whose idea was it to put a science and technology expo in Hill Valley?
Beats me. Artie says it's all bred in circuses. But I ain't seen a single clown yet today.
That's not what it means, but okay. Help me out.
Listen, I've got a proposal for you. I have this friend, right?
No dice. I'm only seeing Artie now.
It's not like that. See, my friend's in a relationship with Edna Strickland.
Oh, poor schmuck. I wouldn't wish her on anyone.
Then you see where I'm coming from. He won't listen to reason, but I thought she might call it off if she thought he and you were,
Ah, you are an evil imp, ain't ya?
Sometimes a guy's got to resort to underhanded tricks. What do you say?
Sorry.
Ah.
Edna might be a pill, but if I play dirty tricks on every dame who disapproves of me, well, I'd play a lot of dirty tricks. Besides, such stunts are beneath the dignity of Techne, Muse of Progress.
Come on. Help me out.
Look, my friend Emmett really needs help.
The one who's going out with Edna Strickland? You're darn right he needs help.
I'm not asking you to actually seduce him. Just make her think that you two have a thing going. It'll drive her crazy.
I guess it would.
So?
I wouldn't do that to another girl unless I was good and mad at her. And besides, it might tarnish my image as a muse.
Alright, let's see. Is that the same one?
My friend Emmett really needs help.
The one who's going out with Edna Strickland? You're darn right he needs help.
I'm not asking you to actually seduce him. Just make her think that you two have a thing going. It'll drive her crazy.
I guess it would.
So?
I wouldn't do that to another girl unless I was good and mad at her. And besides, it might tarnish my image as a muse.
Okay, so she said she would do it if she was good and mad at her.
Trixie.
From this chamber of wonders, we bid you a fond adieu.
Alright, so I wonder if there's some way to get the two mad at each. Get Edna mad at Trixie to get Trixie to help me out. But alright, so you know what? I'm going to kind of wrap things up here. And we'll see next time what we can do to sort of break things up. Until then, I want to say thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye!